Hello everyone, my name is Chris Strickland. I welcome you into my alone zone. How's everyone doing today? I tell you what, I don't envy anyone um, as far as their weather situation wherever you are, because here in northern Florida and along the Gulf Coast it has just been ridiculous. We go from up near 80 degrees one day to only around 50 degrees the next. We keep flip-flopping, and it's got my whole body hurting. It's got my chest, not feeling so good. It's like your body can't adjust to these temperature extremes. It's like a mixed bag. You're getting fall, summer, spring, and winter all mixed in one in a matter of a week, 2 weeks time. And it's really ridiculous. I really crave a place where I can live where summer when it's summer, spring when it's spring, fall when it's fall, winter when it's winter. Hell, it was so warm last night when I went to sleep. I had my air conditioner on, my fan going. About 5 o'clock this morning I wake up just shivering, freezing. Cut the air conditioner off, turn the fan off, open the door. The wind hits me and it's so chilly. I'm like, oh my goodness. I have a thermostat right outside my door, and I looked at it and it said 35 degrees. I was like, when I went to sleep it was around 70, so it done dropped 35 degrees in about a 6-hour span. So amazing. And when I went out this morning, there was actually ice on my window because it had rained a little bit this morning, and it's not cold enough for snow or sleet, but it was cold enough to cause a little bit of it to freeze along the bottom of my windshield. Very rare and here to have that happen. Alright, so let's get to what I want to talk about today. First, I'd like to welcome, and if I get your name wrong, I apologize, and it bugs me because I look at the name and I imprint it in my mind, and then when I go to make this video and I see I don't have any internet around me, so I can't look. And I need to write it down, I suppose, but I think your name is Cassie, and you just joined our group and on Facebook, and you just started making videos. I just want to welcome you in. Your 20-minute video that you did was incredible. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I could tell it was a little bit, awkward maybe for you, but you did come across clear. You got the point across, and I look forward to more videos from you. And anyone else that watches my videos, if you have a problem and you have a camera, just like me, I don't have the best camera, but it records. You can see me, you can hear me. Isn't that the point of it? Yes, it's not HD quality, but why does it matter? It's like my thing is just a vlog. It's like a talk show without any guests, and the quality doesn't have to be all that great. Now, admittedly, if I'm gonna keep doing this, I will get a better camera, but that's really only for me, because I want a camera where I can flip the screen out and I can turn it so that way I can kind of see what you guys are seeing, so I can kind of adjust if I need to adjust and such. Quality is not really a problem. Now, if I want to continue to do this and take it further and do other things, yes, then quality will be an issue, but for right now it's not. So I urge anyone that's got any capability to record, even if you've got an old, like me, I just have an old LG flip phone right here, bill collectors, I hate them, years ago, and I don't know how they get my numbers, because I haven't had this same number for very long, but it seems like they hunt you down. I owe some medical bills and for some ER visits over the years, and just I was always told by my grandma they're not supposed to come after you for that, but they continue to call me all the time. I don't never answer it, but that's about the only time my phone rings. But yeah, I got this old LG flip phone, and the reason why I don't use this to record is, one, I don't have the micro USB cable, and two, the thing is like only 1.8 megapixels, and I don't know how the quality would be. I don't think it would be much better than what I got. Plus, it's easier for me to set this camera up over here than to, you know, hold out a phone. But yeah, that's me. Like I'm saying, you know, if you've got the ability, please, you know, step up, speak out. You never know who you may reach. You never know, you know, where your words may go and who you may help. You know, and you know, us people, you know, we're the outcasts of the world. We were deemed abnormal. We have our flaws, and people didn't take to us very good, and so they judged us, and again, we're outcasts of the world. Well, us outcasts need to bond and unify, and we need to put our message out, and we need to help each other. The biggest thing in the world for me is going to be support. If I can get a little support group going of people I can constantly chat with, maybe even talk on the phone with, and hopefully, you know, yes, well, definitely in 2014, if all goes well, video chat with. Even if we're not having real life contact, the fact of the matter is, if something's bothering me, it would be nice to be able to pick up my phone and call. Hell, it'd be nice if somebody's having some problems and they call me. It'd be so nice to have my phone ring. I am on the precipice, trying to use fancy words here, of giving my phone number out in one of my videos, simply because, and you know, this sounds awkward, but, and I know I'll probably get a lot of, you know, prank calls and such, which is why I'm really fearing doing it, but I really want to do it for the reason that I'm lonely. I want somebody to talk to. You know, this is my outlet. This is my channel. And yeah, I can sit and talk to this video, you know, for 20 minutes when I make these. But no one's responding to me directly in real time. And, you know, while this is nice, it would be real nice to have conversation, like real-time conversation. So I'm just on the edge of actually giving out my cell phone number. But it might be one of the worst ideas ever. Now look, I just showed you my phone. It's a prepaid track phone, and it doesn't have no plan or anything like that. So I don't know how much information you can get from it to steal my identity. That would be one of the other biggest reasons of not giving out my phone number. But I seriously doubt that you can steal any of my identity, because they don't have, this is like, again, prepaid. None of my information is stored into this phone other than the phone number and my name. You know, no other social security numbers or anything like that. So down in the comment section below, tell me if I should release my phone number like that, or is it the stupidest thought that ever crossed my mind. So another topic is comfort. We, as people with social anxiety, generalized anxiety, body dysmorphic disorder, panic attacks, major depressive disorder, bipolar disease, of which I suffer from every one of those, some worse than others. We put up a wall. We are put down, rejected, and made to feel like shit, and it hurts. And so we feel as though if we put up a wall, people can't hurt us. And what that does is it leads to a little bit of isolation. And what it also does is, if someone genuinely truly starts, you know, to take an interest in you, and is not, you know, doing it for the purpose of hurting you, you have a hard time letting your guard down, which may in turn turn that person away, and it could do more harm. We find it easier to put ourselves in comfortable situations because most of our lives we were made to feel uncomfortable, and now that we're older, see, when we're younger, we're kind of forced to go to school and be put into those situations. Get older, you don't have to if you don't want to. And so what ends up happening again, you put up your guard, you put up that wall, and you know, you only want to find yourselves in situations that make you feel good, or make you feel, less stressed or less anxiety and such. One of the things my therapist has always told me over the years is that if there's ever going to be, and I've lost my car keys, that's ridiculous. I need to roll my window down. Ah, there they are. I knew they couldn't go too far, but when that beeping, somebody asked me in a video, that's me turning my key over to roll my window down, by the way. So anyways, my therapist has told me over the years, you get yourself and you put yourself in only places that make you not as, pressure packed. And if you're ever going to even remotely begin to think about changing and getting better, you have got to take a foot and step out of that comfort zone. You have got to force yourself to go to places you've never been. Put yourself in a huge populated, place where there's lots of people. And even if you panic, even if you start sweating crazily, even if you get sick, you've got to stay there as long as you possibly can. You've got to continue to do that, and eventually you'll build comfort. And eventually it won't be as hard to go. Will it ever be 100% easy? No. But it's going to be more easy, and then you move on to the next place and the next and such. For me, I have been very, very isolated the last 5 years. So much rejection and such. I haven't really tried as much as I probably should have these last 5 years. It's about to be 2014. I turn 32 next year, and it's, I'm not getting any younger, as I've stressed before. So I think it's about time for me to take that step out, put my foot out into an uncomfortable place, and just see what the world has to throw back at me. My biggest fear, and again this has to do with comfort, but my biggest fear is being rejected again, getting hurt all over again, the world not accepting me this time, or not giving me a fair shake this time. Thus, I don't know how much more of it I can handle. I'm already at the point now where, admittedly, thoughts of death have crossed my mind. And like I said, I don't think I'd ever do it, but it's the truth. And that's what I'm all about. I find myself realizing that if I don't make a really big effort to see what the world is going to throw back at me, I'll never recover. I'll never start even turning the page. And who knows? Me stepping back out into the world and giving it a real strong effort could be the worst thing that ever happened to me, or it could be the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I could meet someone and the wheels could go turning and things could get so much better. Another thing my therapist says is, I'm at the bottom. And I really can't go much lower other than to die. So why not give it a try? Because it can't get any worse. And he's right. I've been through so much pain and anguish and just rejection and just so lonely. And I'm so tired of being lonely and having no contact with the world, having no friends in real life, no one I can talk to on the phone when I need someone to talk to, no one that can call and lean on me, nobody to hang out with. But anyways, he's right. I'm at the bottom of the hole, the bottom of the pit, and so it can only go up. So why not try? And if it fails, well then I'm already at the bottom, so I'm not going any lower other than to die. And again, back to comfort, back to fears. When you have comfort, you fear being uncomfortable. So the biggest fear in that would be loud ass trucks. But the biggest fear for that for me would be if I did step out and I did start to see some progress. If something were to occur that would change that progress, or if that progress was not what I thought it was, if I was to maybe meet somebody and think something is starting, although that's probably never going to happen, but if it was, and then a rejection comes or something bad were to happen, I'm afraid that, I'm already hurting inside. My heart's already broken so many times, a million pieces, that I just won't be able to handle it, and that'll really be the final nail in the coffin. But again, he's right. The only thing, below me is death. And if I don't take that step out, I'll never be able to climb up the ladder and dig myself out of the hole. But I guess it's all about facing your fears, and that's something I've never been able to do, but I guess it's about time. And hell, even me doing these videos is a step. I hate the way I look. I think I'm the ugliest guy in the world, but I put myself on camera and I chose to speak out, and now I enjoy doing this. It's my outlet. I get to talk about what I want to talk about for as long as I want to talk about it, and I may inspire others to do the same, or I may, I've even made contact with people on Facebook recently. And for those who don't know, I am on Facebook. For whatever reason, you have to search for Tombstone Chris. That's my Facebook page. I don't know why it's set up like that. I thought it was under my real name, Chris Strickland. I just don't get it. I don't know how to change it. But go to Facebook and search Tombstone Chris. You know where my YouTube channel is. And my email address is tombstone_inc@yahoo.com. So that's how you contact me there. But the best way to reach out to me and contact me is on Facebook. So for those of you who don't know me on Facebook, please reach out. Any of my viewers that want to, have chat with me or anything like that. I'm not on Facebook all the time. I only get on Facebook for about 2 hours a day, usually in the early afternoon, between noon and 3. I mean noon and 2, or 1 and 3 rather. And then, that's really, I don't want to sit on it all the time. I guess maybe I should, so I could have more chat, more conversation. But at the end of the day, for me, I don't like sitting there, because the computer has been a source of anguish. And again, back to comfort. Back to putting myself in uncomfortable situations. Just like I'm on the internet, I'm chatting with people. Well, in the past I've done that, and I thought, I was making some friends, and it turned out to be not the case, and it ended up hurting me. So I'm fearing that, even though I'm, chatting with more people now, I'm in a social anxiety support group on Facebook, that the same thing will end up happening again. It'll be all for naught. I may start feeling better. I may start thinking that I'm making friendships that could even one day become real life friendships, but then something could happen and take that all away. Or it may not seem as I think it is. And so that's why I don't stay on it as long, because I don't really want to. I'm afraid, I guess. But you know what? As I'm talking, this whole video about comfort and such, I guess maybe I need to stay on there a little more, because, everybody's on there at different times, and if I'm only on there at a certain time every day, I may miss out on the ability to chat with, someone that, would be really beneficial to me. But anyways, that's it, and that's all. And the one thing that I can say to end this off is, again, if you've got the ability to make videos, do it. It's free to do on YouTube. Everyone can do it. And I know you may be struggling with image, but think about it like this. We have social anxiety. We're afraid to be around big groups of people and strangers. But if you're making a video, you're alone. You're sitting in your room or your car, wherever you're at, by yourself. There's no one in there that can judge you. There's no one in there that can call you names. Sure, in the comment box those things can occur, but at the time of making of the video, you don't have to worry about anyone judging you and, making you feel terrible. You're not in a room full of crowded people. You're in there by yourself. So it should be a little more comforting to do a video in that manner. So that's it. That's all. I thank everyone for watching, and You've been in my alone zone, and until next time, peace.